We're going to attack, try to get the jump on them because they got the jump on us last time. And I'm going to pan over. I like the fact that you can pan over in this game. Like I said, the graphics aren't crazy, but the strategy of the game is pretty cool. And I think that this could be a decent game to play if you're into that War and Conquer type thing. Let's get back to it. I'm going to pan over so we can see how our guys do. Look at him go. It's like Troy. I figure we take the battle to their side, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to still continue to build miners and build defenders while they're fighting off, trying to save their statue. So apparently those archers are really good to have. As you can see, they are slaughtering my bat guys. So we need to definitely get a couple of those going. I've got a feeling once they slaughter my guys, they're going to go and attack us, which is not what we need. So we definitely got to start building up and building up really fast. I've got one archer being made. Hopefully he can hold this together until we get more fighters. We'll see. As you can see, we were slaughtered like cattle. So there's a lot of strategy that has to be included in this game. As you can see, we've tried like 2 different strategies, so you're going to have to mix and match to see what works for you. I do like the fact this is like another one of those thinker games where you really need to figure out a strategy in order to survive. As you can see, they attack your miners because once they kill your miners, you can no longer get currency. And once you can't have currency, you can't build your army. So you're pretty much dead in the water at that point. So we have no miners. So at this point, we just sit back and watch the inevitable. To injuries once again. I'm gonna try this one more time. Hopefully the 3rd time is the charm, but you guys get the gist of this game. Basic graphics, cool strategy, and I'm assuming they've got different boards. If you guys want to see more of this game and different boards, let me know. Like I said, this is just a demo version so you guys can see the game, see if you want to download it in the future. But we're gonna give it one more shot. Alright, now as you've witnessed, I've been getting worked in this game. We're going to try to win one really quick. We haven't been successful at it before, but we're going to try to be successful at it now. This one's for the books. 3rd time is the charm. We're going to go without sound. Actually, you know what? Let's go with sound. I'll just pause it when I need to speak. Let's see what we got going on here. As you can see, you don't get your gold money until they bring it back. So they have to make the full trip. They've got to mine it, and then they got to bring it back before you can start building your army. wish there was more to say at this point, but as you know, it's all business from here on out. I mean, we've been getting worked, so we're going to try to respect ourselves. Now these guys are already shooting arrows, which tells me the enemy is already approaching, so we are on borrowed time. Now I'm noticing these archers are working really well. Like I said, it's all about improvising and seeing what works in this game. I'm getting text messages. So let's keep up the good work. This is great. These guys aren't even getting close to us.
Attack!
I'm gonna feel confident enough to actually go after these guys. I don't know if this is a terrible mistake, but we're gonna find out. And like I said, this is real live feed mobile gaming. As you can see, I'm getting messages and stuff. So you just see real, uncut, authentic gaming. Just so you guys know, this isn't doctored. This is the real deal. As you can see, we're actually doing damage to their stick statue from a distance with the archers, which is really good. They have a few archers themselves, so it looks like they have been going off of our playbook. So I'm assuming like they alter their gameplay based on yours, which makes it really challenging. But let's see how it works out. I don't know where these guys came from. They just built a bunch of dudes out of nowhere. You see them get that guy as he was running, that's hilarious. So I'm noticing when I keep them at bay and they're all on their side, they can't get to my side, which doesn't disturb my miners, which means I can continue to accumulate gold, which allows me to just basically have an infinite army. It's working out pretty well. Wow, this is turning into an epic battle. I'm liking this. They have not been able to get close. This is a really good strategy. It's a long-winded one, but I think it'll pay off in the long run. Now, as you can see, they cannot touch our miners. We've got like a force field. Wait a minute, where did these guys come from? That was close. Hopefully they don't have any more reinforcements, because this can get ugly. So this is not looking good. After all those preparations we made, we are still succumbing to injury. Well, there you have it. We lost again. This is getting really goes. And of course you're going to have your ads, typical. But man, what an epic battle. It's going to take a while. I'm not going to keep you guys here all night trying to beat this game. But clearly there's a challenge to it. This isn't an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, as far as graphics, it's not really the greatest with graphics, but as far as strategy, I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to actually give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Alright, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5 based off the graphics. A lot of that is based on difficulty. So even though it's not the most luxurious looking game as far as animation and things like that, the strategy and the degree of difficulty, I'm going to give it to them on that one. So you guys be the judge. Check it out yourself. Stick War Legacy, like I was saying, you be the judge yourself. I'm thinking that if you're on the fence about downloading this one, that third battle definitely should have put you over the edge as far as that goes. Try it out yourselves. Who knows? Maybe you guys can win that war out there. And if you do, by all means, drop me a comment to let me know what the strategy is, because I would love to figure that out. Until next time, I'll see you guys. I keep clicking stuff. Until next time, I'm going to see you guys. JMG, Just Mobile Games. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're going to have this type of content all week. And make sure you hit your notifications so you know when we're posting our videos. Later.